Jai Shri Ram. 644 Sri Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita clearly states that people who have a spiritual outlook do not get that orientation in just this birth alone. It is the result of accumulation of spiritual tendencies, that is samskaras, over several earlier births. And interestingly, Krishna says that by virtue of these samskaras, janmantara sahasreshu, over innumerable, God knows how many earlier lives, we pick up these positive sattvic samskaras. And as a result of that, in the current birth, if you see somebody who has risen above rituals, who is not obsessed with all kinds of rituals, but he is truly saintly, like a sant, very spiritual. Now, the word spiritual means self knowledge. Spirituality is the quest for self knowledge. So, Krishna is saying that this kind of a person is truly deserving of moksha, and he transcends all rituality. He is a trigunatita and rises above the Vedic rituals. Right? So it's a very interesting shloka. 644. Which actually, this shloka would therefore mean that there might be an American, a European, and a person of some other religion or whatsoever. He may have understood the futility of the religion that he was born into, and then he may become a Hindu, and then he may not know Sanskrit, but he has a spiritual outlook. This is proof of what Krishna has said just now. That means this person over so many earlier births must have had such spiritual samskaras. The English word for samskara is engram, E-N-G-R-A-M, engram. So it's a trace, a vestige that remains in the soul, and in this new birth, that person picks up from where he has left off. Isn't it beautiful? So don't be obsessed with rituals. If you want to perform a few rituals, Agnihotra, to purify the atmosphere at home, go ahead and do that. Do not waste money and time on these things, because in Kali Yuga you won't have time for all these things. You do not know how long you are going to live. People are kicking the bucket at the age of 50. So don't waste your time on these stupid things. Oh, did I say? Yeah, I used the word stupid, because in Kali Yuga it would be stupid to indulge in all these activities where there's hardly any time. Suppose you are guaranteed 100 years or 200 years, then you can perhaps do that. So, there are many things people will tell you, but don't waste your time. 644. Purvabhyasena tenaiva hriyate hyavashopi saha jignasurapi yogasya shabda brahmati vartate. Purvabhyasena tenaiva hriyate. Hriyate means helplessly. He is dragged, he is sucked into, he is hoovered into, sort of. So, this is the Anvaya. Anvaya means rendering the poetic form into a prose form. So, Anvaya means to show the syntax, to break that syntax, show the syntax, parsing the syntax, and putting the verse into regular prose. So, usually in prose we have this karta, karma, kriya, there is a structure. But in poetry, we take certain liberties. So, here it makes it easier for us to understand. That is called the Anvaya. Tena eva purvabhyasena, by that previous practice, avashaha api sahriyate, even helplessly. Even though he doesn't want, he will be dragged into it. That is how he will rise actually. Yogasya jignasu api, one who is inquisitive. Even a mere inquirer will slowly gain. Shabda Brahmati Ativartate. Shabda Brahma means Vedas. Ativartate means transcends, goes beyond. So, there is no need to be obsessed with rituals. Kali Yuga, just chant, study Gita, live the Gita, and say Jai Shri Ram.